On January 6th of this year, a local school teacher, Abby Zwerner, was shot and seriously injured by one of her students, a 6-year-old boy. This horrific event sent shockwaves through the community and once again brought Newport news to the forefront of the national media. The last time Newport news made the national headlines was back in 2007 during the Michael Vick dogfighting scandal. In this video, I want to take a deep dive into how the shooting at Richneck Elementary School has affected real estate in the neighborhood zoned for this school. I do plan to stay away from giving my personal opinion on the Newport News school system and how this event has been handled. I'm not an expert in those fields. I'm here to help you make decisions about buying and selling homes in Hampton Roads. So I do want to provide some analysis on the real estate side of things. It's been 7 months since the shooting, so we should have some good data to take a look at to see if there's been any effect on the housing in the immediate area. My initial assumption would be that people must be selling like crazy and trying to get their kids out of the school system. I couldn't imagine having something like this happen to my child's school. But my first thought would be that I need to get my kid out of that school right away. But I may be in the minority on that. Stick around to the end and we'll see if that's the case. My name is David Tortellini, and I'd like to welcome you to Moving to Hampton Roads. If this is your first time to the channel, hit that subscribe button for more great videos all about real estate in southeastern Virginia. Then, when you're ready, give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email. My team and I are here and ready to help you with your next purchase or sale. The Richneck area is located toward the northern end of Newport News on the eastern side of Jefferson Ave. It's a very diverse area and is also home to many military families, particularly Army members, with Fort Eustis being less than about 10 minutes away. Richneck Elementary is a K-5 school with a student population of 586 and a 19-to-1 student-teacher ratio. Approximately 84% of students receive free or reduced lunch, and overall, niche.com, which is my preferred school rating website, gives Richneck Elementary a C+ rating. Surrounding Richneck Elementary, you'll find a collection of moderately priced homes, including single-family homes, townhomes, and condos. While there are quite a few different neighborhoods that feed into Richneck Elementary School, 3 stand out as the largest and are worth talking about a little more to get a better understanding of living in this area. Those neighborhoods are Windsor Great Park, Colony Pines, and the new subdivision of Huntington. Let's dive into those neighborhoods a little bit more. Our first neighborhood, Windsor Great Park, is mostly a single-family neighborhood that also has a small condo community. Homes here range from around 1,100 square feet up to about 2,750, and most were built in the 60s, 70s, and early 80s. Here you'll find a lot of brick ranch-style homes with some 2-story mixed in, which is typical for this time period. Homes in the first half of 2023 have been selling for between $250,000 and $350,000. This is a diverse neighborhood filled with first-time homebuyers of all sorts, families, and an aging population who may have even been the original owners. Our next neighborhood, Colony Pines, is a large single-family home subdivision built in the 80s and 90s with homes ranging anywhere from about 1,200 square feet up to around 3,000 square feet. Just about every home in this neighborhood is 3 or 4 bedrooms, and sales prices have been ranging for between $300,000 and $400,000 in the first half of 2023. Colony Pines is also mostly 2-story vinyl-sided homes with some single-story mixed in, which again would be really common for the 80s and 90s construction. You'll see a lot of families in this neighborhood, as well as a lot of military, as we mentioned earlier. It's an easy and convenient neighborhood to move to when you're new to the area. And finally, just down the street we have Huntington. This is the newest development in Newport News, and just about the only option for new construction right now, though some of these are coming up for resale now as well. The community features a modern mixture of townhomes and tightly arranged single-family homes. The townhomes range from 1,300 to 2,000 square feet and are selling in the 300,000s, while the single-family homes, of which there are far fewer, are selling in the 400s and range from 1,959 square feet to over 2,600. There's still quite a lot of opportunity to build a new home here with very little competition, so I would expect sales in this neighborhood to stay steady until it's finished. Whenever I talk to people about the incident, if they're not from around here, they tend to assume this is some horrible part of town. But as you can see, these are really solid neighborhoods. And the new construction in Huntington is certainly a nice addition to the area, especially since new construction in Newport News is virtually non-existent outside this neighborhood. While they may not be some high-end gated communities, they certainly don't come off as the kind of neighborhoods where the children would be bringing guns to school. Now, there are a few lower priced condos and apartments in the area as well, but as a whole, the larger neighborhoods that are zoned for Richneck are probably a lot nicer than what people from outside the area assume. What we want to look at now is how have sales in these neighborhoods been affected since the shooting back in January. To figure this out, I thought we could take a look at home sales in all neighborhoods zoned for Richneck Elementary in May and June of 2022, and then again for the same time period a year later in 2023. This should give us a large enough sample size to reach some sort of conclusion as to whether or not the real estate market has been affected at all by the shooting. So starting in the months of May and June of 2022, there were 58 home sales among homes zoned for Richneck Elementary School. This includes all single-family homes as well as condos and townhomes. The median sales price during those months was $305,000. Now, fast forward a year to May and June of 2023, this year only 37 homes sold in the same area. Now, it's important to note that the number of home sales were down about 25% year over year throughout all of Hampton Roads. So regardless, less sales should be anticipated. However, this equates to a 47% drop in the number of home sales in the region, which is well beyond what the rest of Hampton Roads has seen. Digging a little deeper, we'll see that during the 2022 period, there were 21 sales in Colony Pines. In 2023, there were just 6 sales in Colony Pines. That's a drop of 15 sales in this one neighborhood. It makes up a huge percentage of the difference we saw year over year. Now, I checked to see if people were listing their homes, but they just weren't selling, and that doesn't appear to be the case at all. People just aren't selling. If you remember my prediction from the beginning, I thought families would be trying to get out of Richneck Elementary School District, and we possibly see an increase in sales year over year. I especially thought this would be the case for Colony Pines, which is filled with families and lots of elementary school-aged children. I expected a high volume of sales, with prices possibly even falling due to a flood of inventory. But it turned out to be the opposite. Median sales price in the area still climbed from $305,000 to $316,000. People aren't moving out of the area and are staying put. So it turns out my assumption was way wrong on this one. But now I'm curious as to why. Do you think it could be that people are afraid there's maybe a stigma on the neighborhood right now and they won't get a good price for their home and so they're just not listing? Leave a comment below as to why you think the volume of sales is so much lower year over year. And let us know if this incident would influence your decision to move to this neighborhood, or if you think it's an isolated event that could have happened just about anywhere. We'll continue to monitor the market to see if there are any changes over time. But for now, it looks like the shooting at Richneck Elementary may have caused home sales in that area to come to just a grinding halt. Or maybe it's just a total coincidence and they're completely unrelated. Only time will tell. In the meantime, if you're looking to buy or sell a home in Newport News or anywhere else in southeastern Virginia, my team and I are here and would love to help you with your next move. Give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email anytime to get started. Don't forget to like this video, share it with at least one friend, and of course, subscribe to this channel for more Hampton Roads real estate content. My name is David Tortellini. I'm with eXp Realty. Thanks so much for watching.